What if your tax dollars, $50 million of them, funded a secret FBI war against America's most savage prison gang, only to crash and burn without a single consequence? No one was fired. No one was held accountable. Yet deep in the steel heart of the world's most secure prison, one man still commands an empire of blood, known only as the backbone of the Aryan Brotherhood. In the next few minutes, you'll discover how a man in solitary confinement orchestrates murders across the country, why the government's best efforts failed, and a secret so twisted it'll make you question the very walls meant to protect us. Hit subscribe, share this with a friend who loves a dark mystery, and hold tight. This truth is stranger than fiction. His real power? It's not what you think. Nestled in the barren high desert of Fremont County, Colorado, about 2 hours south of Denver, stands ADX Florence, a 37-acre complex that's the crown jewel of the Federal Correctional Complex Florence, opened in 1994 as the nation's only federal supermax prison. Dubbed the Alcatraz of the Rockies by the New York Times in 2015, this escape-proof fortress was built to house the most dangerous criminals in America: terrorists, drug lords, and gang leaders who pose extreme threats. With 490 cells designed for total isolation, prisoners endure 23 hours a day in 7 by 12-foot concrete boxes, monitored by cameras, with minimal human contact. ADX promises unbreakable security. No one has ever escaped its razor wire fences and motion sensors. But here's the chilling twist. Even in this tomb of steel, power slips through the cracks. Enter Tyler Davis, the Hulk Bingham, a man whose story exposes the dark underbelly of America's prison system. In the savage world of prison yards, where every day is a battle for dominance, Bingham earned his fearsome reputation as an unstoppable force. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches, with a build forged in brutality, he was infamous for crushing opponents in bare-knuckle brawls. A former guard confided to the Los Angeles Times in 1998, Bingham could take down anyone in the yard. His presence alone commanded fear. His physical invincibility wasn't just legend. It was survival in a place where weakness means death. But Bingham's path to power started long before these yard wars. What turned a young offender into this unbreakable warrior? Monsters aren't born. They're molded by a flawed system that often amplifies the very evil it claims to contain. Bingham's descent began in the 1970s as a teenager thrust into the California Youth Authority, CYA, a network of juvenile facilities intended to rehabilitate wayward kids. Instead, it was a breeding ground for crime. A 2004 California State Auditor report, bolstered by exposés in the Sacramento Bee and San Francisco Chronicle, revealed the CYA as a gladiator school plagued by rampant abuse, neglect, and gang recruitment. Guards turned blind eyes to beatings, while overcrowded dorms fostered alliances with hardened criminals. Scandals rocked the CYA for decades. Lawsuits in the 1980s and 1990s exposed failures in providing education and mental health care, leading to youth suicides and unchecked violence. By the time Bingham emerged, the CYA, finally shuttered in 2023 after 132 years of controversy, hadn't reformed him. It had radicalized him, teaching that power comes from fear and loyalty. How does a system meant to save kids end up creating kings of crime? In the cutthroat ecosystem of adult prisons, allegiance isn't optional. It's your lifeline. Bingham aligned with the deadliest faction, the Aryan Brotherhood, founded in 1964 at San Quentin State Prison as a white supremacist response to rival gangs like the Black Guerrilla Family FBI archives. With a motto of blood in, blood out, requiring a murder to join and death to leave, the AB isn't just a gang, it's a tightly knit syndicate with an estimated 20,000 members inside and out. Though comprising less than 0.1% of inmates, they're linked to over 20% of prison murders, according to Bureau of Justice statistics and DOJ reports. Bingham's rise was meteoric. His raw strength and ruthless cunning propelled him from foot soldier to commissioner, one of the gang's top leaders alongside Barry the Baron Mills. By the 1980s, he was orchestrating operations from cells in multiple states, transforming the AB into a shadow empire involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and hits. But how do you command such vast power from isolation? Outside society runs on dollars, but inside prison walls, the currency is blood, spilled to settle debts, enforce loyalty, and eliminate threats. PBS frontline documentaries paint vivid pictures of chaotic yards, shanks fashioned from toothbrushes, flashing in brawls, blood hosed away by fire trucks after riots. Bingham became the AB's central banker of violence, directing a network that controlled gambling, prostitution, and narcotics across federal and state prisons. A 1996 federal indictment details how he ordered the stabbing of a rival gang member in a Colorado facility from his California cell over 1,200 miles away to maintain dominance. His commands weren't suggestions, they were decrees backed by the AB's code, where betrayal meant swift retribution. This brutal economy didn't just sustain the gang, it expanded it, drawing in recruits who saw Bingham as a symbol of unyielding power. Yet his real mastery lay in something far subtler. Picture a simple scrap of paper that could kill from thousands of miles away, written in invisible ink made from urine. A 2002 DOJ indictment exposed the AB's ingenious communication. Kites, tiny coded messages smuggled via laundry, corrupt guards, or even hidden in body cavities. These notes, invisible until heated or treated, carried Bingham's orders for assassinations, drug deals, and prison takeovers. Even in ADX Florence's ultra-secure isolation, where inmates get just 1 hour of rec time in outdoor cages, Bingham's network persisted. A 2003 Washington Post interview with an FBI agent revealed, "We thought solitary would silence him, but his words found ways out." This low-tech evasion bypassed high-tech surveillance, turning Bingham's cell into a command center. And this clever tactic left even the FBI scrambling. Desperate to dismantle the AB, the government unleashed its ultimate legal weapon, the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations, RICO Act. In 2006, a $50 million-plus trial in Denver targeted Bingham, Mills, and other leaders, charging them with racketeering, murder, and conspiracy, Associated Press. Prosecutors presented evidence of over 24 killings, including stabbings and strangulations ordered from cells. The verdict? Bingham and Mills received multiple life sentences without parole, stacked on their existing terms. But was it a victory? The AB didn't dissolve, it adapted, with new members stepping up amid ongoing drug and extortion rackets. A 2007 Denver Post analysis dubbed it a symbolic win that cost taxpayers dearly but failed to eradicate the gang, which continues operations in 2025 per recent DOJ reports. Why did the system, with all its might, fall short? ADX Florence was built as the endgame for unbreakable criminals, the Alcatraz of the Rockies, a place where escape is impossible and isolation absolute. Housing icons of infamy like Ted Kaczynski, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, and El Chapo in its H unit for the most dangerous, ADX enforces sensory deprivation. No windows with views, meals slid through slots, and exercise in solitary dog-run cages. Yet a 2017 FBI gang report confirms Bingham and Mills remain elder statesmen, their influence enduring through smuggled messages. As of 2025, Bingham, now in his 70s, lingers in this concrete abyss, his legend fueling AB recruitment. A former inmate told NPR in 2020, "Bingham's name is whispered like a prayer. He beat the system without ever leaving his cell. Imprison the man, but the myth lives on." The ultimate secret isn't Bingham's cunning, it's how the prison system nurtures the darkness it vows to extinguish. Prisons like ADX aren't mere holding pens. They're profit-driven machines generating $80 billion annually for private contractors, per ACLU estimates. A 2016 DOJ report highlights overcrowding, contraband smuggling, and gang networks thriving due to understaffing and corruption, guards on the take facilitating drug trades and message relays. The AB exploits this, controlling inmate economies, from meth distribution to protection rackets, while the system focuses on containment over rehabilitation. Recent 2025 scandals at ADX include lawsuits over mental health neglect, with 8 suicides reported since opening. This cycle doesn't just preserve power for men like Bingham, it perpetuates a parallel underworld, releasing hardened criminals back into society and costing taxpayers billions. If prisons breed empires, who's really in control? Tyler Davis, the Hulk Bingham, the backbone of the Aryan Brotherhood, remains entombed in ADX Florence. But the system that elevated him to legend endures. unchecked. If a man confined to four walls can puppeteer murders across states, are our prisons truly safeguarding society? Or are they incubating monsters we'll never fully eradicate? If this deep exploration into America's prison shadows left you riveted and rethinking justice, and if you feel that pull to keep searching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a step in our journey to uncover what still hides on this earth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.